Hello Scorpio, thank you for joining me for your weekly reading, and today we're going to be taking a look at the energies that are around you for the week of May the 5th to the 12th. As always, please do keep in mind that this is still a general reading, okay? So not everything is necessarily going to resonate just for you, so you only take the messages that are yours and you leave what isn't for you for someone else, okay? Now, you've got a bit of a controversial card that's coming out here, Scorpio. It is the Elephant and Forgiveness, okay? Now, forgiveness is what you make it, okay? I'm not going to sit here and tell anybody, look, you have to forgive in order to heal, yada, 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 okay? I'm fairly certain by this point for our regular visitors to the channel, it's like you're already going to know what my stance is on forgiveness, okay? I do not promote forgive and forget ever, okay? I do not think that forgiveness is crucial for someone's healing at all, okay? I promote making peace with the past, okay? You make peace with something, or you make room for it, okay? Again, the word forgiveness is going to mean lots of different things for lots of different people. And Scorpio, you must never, ever, ever let someone else dictate to you what you can or cannot do with forgiveness. Okay? Because they're impeding on your own free will. And that should never be allowed, ever. Right? So it says, if you're feeling angry about a past issue, then Elephant is asking for you to discover the more vulnerable feelings behind that anger. So anger, again, is another one of those controversial topics of conversation, okay? Most people go, oh my God, anger is so negative. No, 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 no. Well, okay, yeah, on the surface, anger is negative, but dig a little deeper. Anger is the parts of yourself that is sending you signals that you deserve better treatment. Okay? That's normally where anger comes from. And I'm not speaking of anger, you losing your shit at someone at the coffee shop who got your order wrong, right? I'm not speaking on that at all. That's entitlement. That's something else entirely different, okay? And people in society, they do confuse the two all the time, right? When it says, discover the more vulnerable feelings behind any anger that you feel, that's justified anger. That's anger that's built up when someone has been abusive towards you, when someone's been a bully, you know, when someone's taken advantage of your good nature. We're on about that kind of anger. That's justified anger. What do you do with it? You use it as a fuel, okay? You use that as a fuel to push yourself forward, to propel yourself forward, right? If anyone is pulling up anger out of you this week, and is very possible with this message coming out, it's all about take a breather, right? You're entitled to your feelings. Feel your feelings. Acknowledge that that anger is there. Hell, have your mini blowout, whatever. But what you don't do is you don't hold on to it, okay? Everyone's entitled to get to that point of, do you know what, such and such did this thing to me and I'm fucking pissed off about that, right? Everyone's entitled to that. It's normal, right? But what isn't normal is holding on to that for forever, okay? You're being asked to forgive and to be gentle with others. So maybe there's some self-forgiveness here. Maybe someone is about to cock up here, Scorpio. And maybe it's something that they tend not to do out of habit, okay? Maybe this is you. Maybe you cock up this week. And you're needing to be gentle towards yourself. But as I said, whichever way the pendulum swings on this, feel your feelings, but you don't hold on to them, okay? You feel it and then you release. Feel and then release, okay? That's this energy with the elephant. So let's take a look at your rune, and then we'll do tea leaf, the Sun oracle. I think it's Radiant Sun. And then we'll clarify all of it with the tarot. So as always, we do the reads layer by layer by layer, okay? We need to figure out what it is that we're dealing with first and foremost before we can take a deep dive, okay? We can't just dive straight in when we don't know what it is that we're looking at in the first place. So it's not going to make sense, okay? Right, can we have a rune of the week for Scorpio? Thank you. Okay, it's off balance, whatever that is. Asgard. Okay, Asgard. The dwellings of the Aesir, the dwellings of the gods even. Divine judgment, decree, and outcome. Okay, so with that being literally the Golden Palace and the land of the gods, I feel that the overall vibe for this week for you, Scorpio, is going to be really quite positive, very optimistic. I feel as well that there's something to do with your emotions, making peace with your emotions, or that could be some kind of cleansing. You know, it's like you're getting something out here. You're having an important conversation with another person where you're making your experiences and your feelings known and valid. It's and it does feel like it's a two-way conversation. It does feel like you're finding that middle ground with someone, maybe even making peace with someone this week. Could be making peace with yourself if you're not dealing with anyone significant, okay? That could be internal or external energy. I do apologize if you clock any dirt under my nails. I have scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed after being in the garden, and it will not shift, so I'm going to have to go and have a nail soak in a minute after this one. I've been there with the nail scrub and everything for ages. It is proper embedded in there. So if you see any grossness going on, that's what it is, okay? It's just soil. But as I was saying, with the optimism, I'm also getting enthusiasm, so you're going to feel really enthusiastic about something specifically this week. I'm also seeing as well that you're going to be putting a lot of your troubles or past transgressions behind you. See with that mountain there, it's barely visible. So something from the past is barely visible, or maybe someone from your past who has been barely visible is opening up the doorway to conversation this week. Again, just take it as it resonates, okay, because it's going to be different for all of you. But there is some kind of positive outcome here for something that you specifically have either been working for or wishing for, okay? There's a positive outcome here. So again, really valid for those who have been struggling of late, okay? Could be struggling financially, emotionally, physically. Any kind of struggle, okay, you're seeing a positive outcome or a positive outlook this week, Scorpio. I'm also feeling as well an increase in your energy levels that might well surprise you as well, especially for our Scorpio collective who have recently been struggling with tiredness, lethargy, a lack of inspiration, maybe even writer's block, general aches and pains, or just really not feeling inspired by anything lately, okay? This week's going to be a complete different energy. It's a completely different atmosphere, okay? So you are going to see a return to vibrant energy levels, definitely. Right, so I will show you the tea leaf deck. It is a full deck, okay? I just cannot shuffle it in one go because it's a very large deck and I'm just very, very little. So I do it this way instead. It keeps everything nice and clean. Right, so what's going on for you guys for this week? The cane. Pay attention to your health. Yeah, what was it we just said with that Asgard energy as one of your channeled side messages about those who have felt sick, ill, lethargic, general aches and pains, generally not really feeling inspired by anything, right? You've got the cane. Pay attention to your health. So this week, very much, I feel Scorpio is going to be about you putting the focus back on you doing all of that self-care stuff. And self-care, that can be the nice things, you know, such as buying yourself something nice, sitting in the bath until you go all wrinkly and whatever. But self-care is also the dirty stuff, looking at all the bits and pieces that you don't want to look at, but looking at it regardless, so that you can process it and work through it. Okay, that can be painful or repressed memories, you know, anything like that. Self-forgiveness is also part of self-care, okay? So self-care can be whatever you make it. Again, it's no one else's place to tell you what self-care is, what it isn't, and how or how not to do it, okay? The whole point is, it's self-care. Yeah? You get to decide, you get to dictate what self-care is, right? Pay attention to your health. Try not to push yourself this week, Scorpio, okay? Because remember, the energy is all about what's going on for you, and are you giving yourself enough time, care, attention, and compassion? The carrot, opportunity or windfall. Interesting. I just sowed some carrot seeds yesterday. There's a symbol there for someone. Opportunity or windfall. So whatever seeds you have been planting, whether they be actual literal seeds or if they've been metaphorical seeds, they're going to be fruitful. Okay, you're going to be in for a very large abundance, maybe too much for you to consume all by yourself. So you might have to, you know, share it with your friends, family, loved ones, whatever, your neighbours, extending that arm of kindness and generosity. Opportunity or windfall, right? Beautiful. Again, we're going to take a deeper dive into every single one of these cards with another oracle in the tarot, okay? We're just getting surface level stuff first, and then we dive into it. Right, this one is reversed. Heart in reverse. Love, deep affection, and caring in reverse. Okay. If you have been getting any strange pains in your heart area, do go get it checked out, okay? Don't sit on your hands and do nothing about it. Go get it investigated. Could be something, could be nothing, but at least then you will have peace of mind one way or the other. It's Peace. I do have to spell it out just in case someone's watching with the subtitles on. Due to my accent, YouTube doesn't always spell the words that I'm saying correctly, and there's a lot of misinterpretation that goes on, okay? So whenever I spell a word out, that's why, okay? You're gonna be getting peace of mind, as in peaceful, rested state of mind. Like, thank fuck I went and did that. Now I know what's going on. No longer is there any mystery to it, and I have found a solution. Yippee, right? So again, I'm not a health professional, not by any stretch of the imagination. Any concerns going on with your physical health, your mental health, you know, they're putting emphasis here on the chest area. Anything like that is going on, do go get it checked out. Could also be a metaphor for grief as well for some of yous. Some of yous could be making peace and processing feelings of grief this week, okay? Again, take it as it resonates. This mostly tells me, Scorpio, that the vast majority of you have not been looking after yourselves the way that you should have been, okay? You have been either forgetting things to do with looking after yourself, or you've just not been prioritizing it. This week, you're going to be making yourself a priority. You're going to be reprioritizing yourself, okay? You've not been giving yourself the kindness, the care, the grace, the compassion, the forgiveness that you have been needing, okay? I'm feeling that our Scorpio collective do tend to come down a little bit too hard on themselves, and I'm forever and a day telling you all off for it, okay? If I mean, put it this way. If any of your friends or family members spoke to you the way that you speak to yourself, I don't think you would be your own friend, okay? So think of it in those kind of terms, okay? Right, this one's off balance. The Bull. Don't back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. You could be tempted this week, Scorpio, just to quote-unquote fall in line with someone else just to keep your life easier, just to avoid an argument, to avoid ill feelings, okay? You could be tempted just to surrender something just to keep the peace, you know, not wanting to upset the apple cart type thing with the Bull coming out off balance. Again, it is vital that you do stand up for yourself, okay? Because think of it in these terms, Scorpio. If you don't defend yourself, who will? Okay? Right, so I'm going to start clarifying all of this for you. Okay, can you clarify this energy, please, for our Scorpio collective for the week of May the 5th to the 12th? Can we have 1 for 1? What's going on here, please, for Scorpio? Can we first start by clarifying the forgiveness card? What's going on with the forgiveness, please? There's a tiny little fly that's gotten in this room. It's very distracting. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Can you clarify forgiveness? Thank you. Harmony. Ooh, and look how that one's landed as well. Let me just switch out. I'm sorry, Scorpio. I keep hitting the wrong button. I was supposed to switch out to the overhead camera and I hit stop recording instead. I'm forever doing stupid things like that. Right, so as I was saying, switch out to the overhead camera. I've managed that just about. The direction that this card's come out. Okay, I just wanted you to see that. It's basically in the reverse position. Let me see if I can switch the camera back over without hitting the wrong thing. Yay! I did a thing. Go me. Okay, so forgiveness clarified with harmony basically in reverse. So that's disharmony. It's unrest, okay? It is not being at peace with something. So again, that can be someone from the past or a situation that you're dealing with. Hey, lots of distractions for you there, Scorpio. There was someone at the door. It could be this disharmony is being caused within you. You could be not feeling connected to yourself, is what I'm trying to say, because of an inability for you to be able to forgive yourself for something. Okay, that's for one. Or if that's about an external thing, so like another person, where there's been arguments between you, basically like a war type energy. You know, they could be asking you for your forgiveness and it might not be sitting right with you. Okay, so yeah, forgiveness clarified with harmony in reverse. The best thing to do with that, Scorpio, is to dig deep and figure out if this is a thing about your boundaries or if this is a thing about grudges, okay? Because again, everybody gets those two things mixed up, okay? Everyone accuses Scorpios specifically of holding on to grudges, but what they don't realize is actually, no, they might not be grudges. That's having strong boundaries. That's not allowing someone to come back in and hurt you all over again. Okay, there's a huge difference between grudges and boundaries. So again, it's for you to figure out, is this the situation where you're holding on to grudges, or is this a situation where you legitimately need to maintain strong, firm boundaries in order to keep yourself protected, okay? Now, only you can answer that for you, and don't you dare let anybody else dictate to you which of the two it is, okay? It is your business. It is for you to decide. Right, can you clarify the positive outcome? Thank you. Vision. Vision. Hold on to your vision. So, yeah, I mean, what more can I say about this? This is to do with something that you have been wishing for or working towards, something where you had the bigger picture in your mind's eye. That could be about your career or your personal life or your own personal growth. Again, take it as it resonates. It's basically anything that you have been putting the vast majority of your energy towards at this point in time, okay? That's what that's in reference to. It's manifesting, basically. Manifesting energies. Right. Pay attention to your health. So what's going on with this cane? Thank you. Concentration, off balance, scatterbrain. You're probably going to have a little bit of brain fog this week, Scorpio. And you know what? That's okay. It's just, that's your body's way of telling you, look, Scorpio, you're going to need to slow down here a wee bit because you're getting exhausted, okay? So if there are lapses of concentration, that's why it's happening, okay? Interestingly enough, I'm getting a weird message off of this one. You see the lips and then the daggers. I feel that that's something to do with hurtful words being said. I don't know if someone said hurtful words to you. I mean, he kind of looks like a little devil as well. See the horns? On this, it's like a little devil. So someone's been lying about you or lying about your health or saying that you have lied about your health in order to get sympathy or some shit. I would definitely not put any stock in what people like that have to say. Like, definitely not. It's not worth your time. And then you've got this star that's in the middle of a web. Star in the middle of a web. So again, it's like the web can be a metaphor for a web of lies. Someone's getting caught up in their own lies, especially with the lips and the daggers. Someone's getting caught up in their own lies. You need to really be careful of any stories that people pass on to you this week, Scorpio, because I don't know, I mean, there's something really distrustful that's coming through with this energy. It's like someone's going to try and force feed you a whole bunch of bullshit. To be honest, that's how that feels. So you're going to need to focus and concentrate on who's telling you what, okay? But also the spider web, when you think about a spider, it does take a lot of concentration for it to build its web, right? And it has to be very... it has to persevere as well, because if a gust of wind blows the wrong way, it's going to rip that web to pieces, and then it's going to have to start all over again. I don't know if anyone's seen that science experiment where they... I don't know how they drugged up these spiders. Like, how do you do that? I haven't a clue. But scientists did it, and they tested how all these different spiders, how different their webs looked under the influence of different drugs. You know, there was alcohol, caffeine, marijuana, and then there were some pretty heavy drugs as well. And all the webs were different according to whatever drug they were given. So I don't know why am I being reminded of that? Is that a metaphor? Is spirit giving me a metaphor here, Scorpio, to avoid recreational substances this week? I think it is, because it's to clarify the health. I think that yeah. See, spirit doesn't pass messages on for no reason, Scorpio. I feel that saying, look, pay attention to your health. If there's anything about recreational drugs, it's a bloody fly. Avoid recreational things in that context. I can't say the word too often because YouTube will flag me. But yeah, avoid anything like that this week, okay? You're going to need your full concentration. Or there could also be something to do with any negative health things that you're going through at the moment. Could be a byproduct or a response to some kind of drugs, either prescribed or non-prescribed, that you've been taking. Okay, so again, take those messages as or if they resonate at all. Okay, again, discernment is still a general read. Use your discernment. Can you clarify the opportunity or the windfall that's coming in? Thank you. They're off balance. Fortune, off balance. Interesting. An enterprise. Oh, so you're still working on it. Okay, they're saying you're still working on it. That's why the energy's coming out like that, because it's an ongoing process. Interesting. So this windfall is going to be an ongoing windfall, if that makes any sense. And it's coming through an ongoing project that you're currently working on. Okay, so that's why both of those are off balance. Oh, also they're saying for you to save. See with the 3 acorns? 3 acorns, it's saving. Oh, there's 6 acorns. 6 acorns, so start saving. Oh, start saving and you'll double up. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that message is about your finances. If you start saving up now, then you're going to double your profits. I don't know. Maybe something's about to change with the economy. I haven't a clue, okay? I'm not an economist by any stretch of imagination. I just read tarot. But yeah, we've also got a message about cycles here as well with this fortune. Okay, you've got the sun and the moon. In fact, there are 2 moons. There's a snake with a lion head and the sun, and then the sun and the earth. So yeah, that's definitely a message about cycles. They're saying like you're coming into your cycle. This is your turn. If you have recently seen any amount of what you would consider as being successful or success, then Spirit's saying you've seen nothing yet. The best is yet to come. That's what they're saying with this. The best is yet to come. But again, we're going to clarify all of this in a minute, okay? Right, can you tell us about the heart reversed? Thank you. It's scattered in a different direction. Affair, okay. Private affairs or a romantic affair. Off balance, interesting. I feel, Scorpio, that someone's in pain, in emotional pain over you. I feel that you're emotionally unavailable to a specific individual and they're pining after you, okay? They're hurting because you're romantically unavailable to them, okay? I do feel that there's this energy of someone who is wanting a relationship with you, as in romantic, but you don't want a romantic relationship with them. For some, your heart is already spoken for, and for others, they are out of bounds because they are dealing with someone else, and you're not going to entertain a third person type situation. You're not going to entertain the prospect of an affair. Okay. Clarify the bill. Thank you. Protection, self-protection, your boundaries. So this one is illustrated with a tiger on the bottom level, and then you've got what looks like someone's mother protecting the child, you know, telling the second child, like, shh, don't wake the baby up, don't wake the baby up. You're gonna have to behave and settle down for a wee bit. Let him get his sleep, let him get his rest. So again, there's a metaphor there for you. I do feel that you are being spiritually protected, and I also feel as well that there's a message here about how some, not all, But some Scorpios have learned how to be their own parent, or they have become the parent to themselves that they needed all along but never received. Or there could also be a message about your actual parents. So if you've got a good relationship with one of your parents, then it's showing that they are protecting you at this point in time, okay? Again, that could be in the spirit realm, or that could be in the literal sense of the word, in the physical. Again, just take it as it resonates, okay, because it's going to be different. Now, this has come out in the context of do not back down from firm opposition. So someone, Scorpio, you need to remember about your personal boundaries, because that definitely does feel like you're going to be tested this week about how much you're willing to protect yourself, okay? Definitely. Don't just go along with any old BS just for the sake of keeping the peace here, because that's not going to work. And then you've got optimism at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful. Yeah. So again, that ties in with the Asgard energy that we've already seen for you, where this is going to be a very optimistic week, a very optimistic and fruitful week for you as well. Okay, can you clarify the energy of the lies? When you gave us a channeled message about someone lying either to Scorpio or about Scorpio, can you tell us more about the lies, please? Thank you. Six of Cups and the High Priestess. It's coming from either another Scorpio or a Pisces, or it's coming from someone from your past who is a little bit of I don't want to say fantasist, but I kind of do want to say fantasist. Again, use your discernment, okay? This one says nostalgia, memories, healing, comfort, steady gain, pleasure after hardship. So it's basically coming from a person who has witnessed what you've gone through, has witnessed your struggles, yet still won't admit or acknowledge that. Do you know what I mean? So your High Priestess, that can be so many different things, okay? That can be spiritual energies. That can be indicative of your own intuition. It says to trust your own counsel first, okay? So very likely that someone is going to have you in this frame of mind where you're questioning your own version of events, aka someone probably is going to try and gaslight you. There could be medical gaslighting that's going on here as well, Scorpio, so definitely put your foot down with that, right? Especially if you are a female Scorpio, you will find that medical gaslighting is a frequent problem for women, right? You will find that that's a thing. So do not keep the peace. Do not hold your tongue, right? Get a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 12th opinion if needed, okay? But do not back down, especially with anything like that. No. Because I'm telling you, from someone who has had that done to them multiple times, like seriously, stick to your guns with that one, Scorpio. Do not back down, okay? Medical gaslighting, no. Don't put up with that, right? They don't always know better than you do. You know your body better than you do, right? Anyway, High Priestess, as I was saying, that can be lots of different things. It can be your intuition, it can be behind the veil energies, but it can also be about silence and secrets, okay? Now, if someone has been lying about you, again, they have seen everything that you have gone through, and yet they still will not stand up for you or whatever, or is trying to gaslight you. I mean, this energy is really confusing. I feel that person's really confusing. It's like they only stand up for you when they feel that there's something that they could benefit out of the situation. Sod off. Devil energy under there. That's why it's important to feel out the energy and not just read the independent meaning of any one card, okay? You've got to combine the energy that you're feeling with the messages of the cards, right? That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. That confirms everything that we've just said about, look, you know your own body better than everyone else, and also with the other group of Scorpios who are dealing with unhealthy individuals. Tell us more, please, for Scorpio. Thank you. 10 of Cups off balance. Could be a member of your own family. It's someone who basically should know better. And they're not doing better, but they should know better. Crazy. This is someone basically trying to make out like you're just looking for some kind of pity. And that's not what's going on at all. Anyway, let's move away from their energy. Listen, Scorpio, they're not worth your time at all. Okay, let's put your time towards something that's more conducive to your future. What's going on with the fortune? Thank you. I don't know why all of this is coming out scattered. The Lovers and the 9 of Coins also off balance. It could be that someone's wanting to work with you here, or it could just be at the moment with these coming out off balance, that you might have a choice to make when it comes down to your finances, or it comes down to, you might have to put something on pause. They're saying you're not going to be able to take on everything at the same time. So definitely this week, you're going to be looking through your priorities and figuring out where your priorities lie and tackling one thing at a time, okay? They're also saying for you to be prepared for any setbacks. So it's like find a workaround or a work through for any potential setbacks, okay? There could be something here that's temporarily going on with your finances or just your growth in general, and they're saying that is going to pass. You just need to give it a minute, okay? You just need to give it a minute. There could also be someone potentially wanting to team up with you here or work with you, okay, in business or in other ways. Okay, can you tell us more about this windfall, please? Thank you. 6 of Wands. So whatever happens here, Scorpio, you can be rest assured that you're going to make the right decision for yourself, okay? You've got literally the victory, the Lord of Victory card coming out, right? It says you have earned every one of your successes, so you are making progress, okay? That's getting that pay rise, promotion, getting the accolades, getting positive attention. So you're getting far more positive attention than you are getting negative attention at this minute, okay? Again, really focus on the positive and try not to give the negative any attention, okay? Don't concentrate on the negative. Don't focus on the negative. Focus on the positive. And that includes people as well. Tell us about the heart. Thank you. Page of Swords. There is someone here who's watching you, Scorpio, that person who's pining here, the one that you're not giving them any attention or affections or anything. That's that person from your past there. Queen of Swords off balance. That's someone that you've cut off contact with. That's someone that you stopped speaking to. Queen of Swords off balance. That's someone where you had to draw a hard line between yourself and them. Well, they're still watching you somehow, even though it's very difficult. Queen of Swords off balance. You might have put a lot of things on lockdown, like a lot of your social medias and whatnot's on lockdown. It's not stopped them, whoever they are, from watching you or keeping tabs on you. It's just made it a little bit more difficult for them. Okay, so probably they've had to set up like fake profiles or something, or they're using one of their friends' profiles here. Okay, yeah, Ace of Coins at the bottom of that deck. Yeah, so if they're not using a straight up fake profile or profiles or fake numbers, fake emails, whatever, then they're using a friend's one to do it through. Okay. Right, can you clarify the bill and protection for Scorpio, please? Thank you. The Hangman. Look at the world from a different perspective. So they're saying that it's time for you to re-collaborate here with the Hanged Man. Okay. Maybe instead of folding, you remember how I said that someone's going to bring up a situation this week where you feel that you have to just fold and go along with whatever they want just to keep the peace. Spirit's saying here, okay, pause, because it's a hangman. Pause before you say or do anything and re-collaborate yourself and make sure that you're not making any unnecessary sacrifices, okay? You shouldn't have to make any unnecessary sacrifices in order to please other people. That's not appropriate at all, okay? All in all, Scorpio, it looks to be a really good week for you. Really good week. What else for Scorpio Collective, please? What else for Scorpio, please? Thank you. 1919, cycles. Yeah, we did mention that there was a message about cycles that's going on, okay? Scorpio, it's your turn. It's your turn at the top of the wheel, okay? Karma, warning, judgment, influence, power, cycles, changing, and rebirth. Karma will be paying you a visit. Now, whether that's negative karma or positive karma, that depends entirely on who you are, what your journey is, what your journey was, what's happened. Do you know what I mean? So it's completely subjective, okay? For the vast majority, though, going by what we've seen, you're due good karma, you're due positive karma. Now remember, not all Scorpios are made the same, okay? Thankfully, the vast majority of our Scorpio collective are beautiful, high vibe souls that wouldn't hurt anybody, okay? So I can say with relative confidence that the vast majority of you are due positive karma. Okay, release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so that they don't repeat in the future and make some space for new experiences. Yeah, make space for new experiences. And the new experiences that you're coming into is you're taking your position at the top of the wheel of fortune, which is beautiful. Okay, right, so I'm going to conclude your reading with a card from one of the cheeky decks. Again, as always, if you're allergic to swearing or sarcasm, then you just don't have to listen, okay? This is just to uplift the energy at the end of every read because laughter is an incredibly high vibration. Okay, grab life by the balls and make it your bitch. Yeah. Sometimes life is just waiting for you to meet it with the same level of energy that it's been stomping you with. And when that's the case, sometimes you just need to get all alpha dog on it and be like, listen, bitch. Note of caution. Make sure that you know what you want life to do when you do get its attention. Keep hold of life's balls and point them to where you want it to go. Otherwise, that mixed metaphor is totally going to pull on the leash and poop on your lawn. Yeah, so make sure you've got a clear picture in your mind's eye about where it is you're wanting your life to go and take decisive action towards it, okay? This is not going to be the week for you to be chopping and changing your mind and umming and ahhing and, ooh, maybe this, maybe that, okay? This week, Scorpio, is you're going to have to be decisive and maybe even tap into that scorpionic stubbornness as well, okay? But yeah, definitely stand your ground this week. Beautiful energy, Scorpio, as always. Amazing messages for you guys this week. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. As always, please remember it is general, okay? It's not going to resonate for anyone specifically all of the time, okay? If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading, then I am taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box box below. Don't forget to go check out all of your other signs and the daily reads as well. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.